Hey there, Wargamers! Today, we bring you more Age of Sigmar. It will be my Barak Zilfin Kharadron Overlords taking on Matthew and his...
Slaanesh, Slaves to Darkness. And for you wonderful Vault members out there, we've got another game for you. This will be Archeon with his host of Everchosen, Slaves of Darkness, against Josh's Giants. You can click the link below to get your free 7-day trial.
We play and call it work. MiniWarGaming's Age of Sigmar Battle Report.
Start off by taking a look at my 1,990 points of Slaves to Darkness. I've been going through the different Chaos Gods, so Slaanesh has got to get its turn. So this will be all Mark of Slaanesh. Now the aura, basically the Slaves of Darkness, if you're not aware, whichever keywords you give your heroes, they gain an aura of that keyword. So all my heroes have auras of Slaanesh, which is a 12-inch aura that a unit wholly within 12 inches of them, whenever they roll 6s to hit in close combat, it becomes 2 hits. Furthermore, if it's the general that is nearby, which in this case will be the Slaves of Darkness Demon Prince, because I'm doing despoilers, which we'll talk about in a second, then not only do they get that 6s do 2 hits, but they can also re-roll, run, and charge rolls. Now, because I'm doing despoilers, which focuses on having a Demon Prince as your general, that Demon Prince actually has an 18-inch aura of chaos instead of 12, which is kind of cool, and a 5-up ignoring wounds and mortal wounds. And whenever Demon Princes and despoilers move, they can pick a piece of terrain within 6 inches and make it so you can't see through them, and that it possibly deals mortal wounds in the hero phase. It's more important because this one doesn't just follow the rules for Overgrown, where fly models can kind of ignore that. So this will actually work against the Kharadron Overlords to not be able to see. And furthermore, despoilers have Blessed by the Unholy. All demon princes and monsters in my hero phase on a 4-up regain D3 wounds. That's just going to affect the demon prince and then the manticore that the Chaos Sorcerer Lord is riding as well. Like I said, the demon prince will be the general. I've given it the, which I gave it something. I gave it Paragon of Ruin command trait, that after the setup is complete, but before the first battle round begins, D3 of my units can move up to 5 inches, just to help me get a bit of board control right there early on, which is kind of cool. And then I also gave him, well, he's got the Demonic Axe, as you can see, and he's got the Diabolic Mantle artifact, which gives me an extra D3 command points at the start of the first battle round. So essentially paying for D3 command points, which is kind of cool because I haven't actually purchased a command point, although I do have a War Scroll Battalion, which will give me another one. And then the rest of my heroes, the rest of my leaders, we've got a Chaos Lord, nothing special, just Aura of Slaanesh, Mark of Slaanesh, all that kind of stuff. Although he's cool because he can choose a unit in the command phase as a command ability and they can fight twice. So I haven't seen that come up quite yet because I'm always bouncing around the table with my Mask of, Mask of Slaanesh, I think it's called. No, sorry, not Mask of Slaanesh, Mask of Darkness, which is a spell that lets me teleport. And then we've got 3 Chaos Sorcerer Lords, 2 on foot, and I gave them both the same spell, Mask of Slaanesh, which is the one I choose a unit and they basically teleport somewhere. I gave them both it because I've been finding in my games that I want that flexibility. And their built-in spell is really good, so I don't mind that only one of them can use it, because their built-in spell is to give a unit reroll hits and wounds. So that's really powerful. And then the other Chaos Sorcerer Lord is going to be on a Manticore. This one I gave Binding Damnation spell, which chooses an enemy unit within 12 and they have to fight last, which is kind of nice if you multi-charge it. And I also gave him the Armor of Tortured Souls, which worsens the Ren characteristics of attacks by 1. Doesn't matter if they're shooting or melee, because he's got a built-in 4-up save. So unless you're going to hit by Ren nothing, essentially it's like you have a 3-up save, which is really nice. And then the rest of my army, mostly, is a Pleasure-Bound Warband. Now, technically, actually, most of everything is in the Pleasure-Bound Warband, which is 1 mortal Slaves of Darkness Slaanesh, and then and then 6 other mortal Slaves of Darkness Slaanesh. It could be heroes, could be not. So 7 of my units are in this. I think I have more than 7 mortals, though. Yeah, I've got 8. So we're just going to say the Chaos War Shrine isn't part of this warband. And if I remember exactly what it does, then maybe I'll change my mind. Because in this warband, yeah, it'll do this one. Everything about the Chaos War Shrine. If a model from this battalion is slain in the combat phase, then everybody else in that unit can move an extra 3 inches when they pile in. So it basically has no effect on heroes because if that model's slain, well, there's nothing else in the unit. So the Chaos War Shrine not being part of it is no big deal. So kill a guy, my warriors or marauders, and the rest of them can pile in 6 inches instead of 3. assuming they're allowed to pile in, of course. And then, as you can see here, I've got 2 units of 15 Chaos Warriors, and just the shields and full command. The shields are nice, the 5-up ignoring mortal wounds, and then they're pretty beefy overall. They're 2 wounds each, 4-up save, and if there's at least 10 of them, then they re-roll their saves. So 4-up re-rolling is pretty powerful. And then next to them, we've got the big old blob of Chaos Marauders. Once again, Mark of Slaanesh. And they're just what you see right there. Just going to be sword and shield with their command, ready to maybe be teleported around the table, or at least it's not. They have a really good charge because whenever they roll their dice, they take the lowest one and turn it to a 6. So it's a minimum 8-inch charge with their drums, giving them +1 to their charge. Throw into the Slaanesh if they're near the Slaanesh Demon Prince, so let them reroll as well. So we have a lot of good abilities here to work together. Not that I think that Slaanesh is definitely the most powerful of the Slaves of Darkness, but like I said, I like to try out the different things an army has to offer, which is why I went with this theme instead. So that is my 1990 points of Slaanesh Despoilers, Slaves of Darkness.
Here we go, Barak Zilfin at 2,000 points. So I'm going to try the brand new Aether Runners War Scroll Battalion. So that has the Engine Master dirigible suit there. And I've got 2 units of 6 Skywardens. The main thing for them is it speeds these guys up, and they're able to speed up nearby boats. So, I mean, like, the ability to fly high is super nice, but to give an extra 3-inch movement to all this stuff is also kind of handy-dandy. Gives me some more options, especially if I'm around terrain. So yeah, leading the force will be the Engine Master with dirigible suit. For battle line, I've got 2 units of Skywardens, and way over here, 1 unit of Arcanaut Company, 2 Grunstock Gunhaulers, the Ironclad, nice big unit of Thunderers, and I also have a Navigator. So as far as the Navigator, he will have the Voidstone Orb, which is basically a Dispel Scroll. He gets to try to unbind spells, but he can do it once automatically with that. Looking at the 2 different gun haulers here, because I get some of the great engine works. 1 extra one for the War Scroll Battalion, 1 extra one for Zilfin. So we're going to say this little fella here with the drill cannon is going to have the collapsible compartment, so he can hold up to 5 Skywardens on board there. Oh, sorry, 5. Sorry, that's for Marines. The other one will have the ram to try to do a couple mortal wounds if he charges on in. Big old Ironclad. I think I'm just going to give him the bonus movement to kind of try to stick with the theme of extra movement there. So he moves 2 inches further than normal. And going over the boss man real quick, of course he's going to take the Staff of Ocular Optimization, and then he's also going to be a Great Tinkerer. So the Gaze of a Grungy weapon gets 2 extra shots. That should combine nicely together. That is 2,000 points exactly of Barak Zilfin KO.
Today, Josh and I will be playing Star Strike, Battle Plan from General's Handbook 2020. This one starts with no objectives on the table, but they will arrive later on. We deploy 12 inches from the center on the long table edge, but the territory does take up half of the table. At the start of the second battle round, we place the first objective marker randomly. There are 3 positions that could show up in. You're essentially rolling a d3. And at the start of the third battle round, we set up 2 more, 1 in each player's territory halfway up. So we have no idea where they're going to be at first. We have to be ready to grab them afterwards. Each of the objectives is worth a number of victory points equal to the current battle round, which means there's an escalation and that they're worth a lot when we get on to the later part of the game. Whoever has the most victory points wins. Otherwise, we look at our auxiliary objectives.
This is the snowy battlescape that we're going to be playing on today. The mat is from studio level, as well as most of the terrain here is from studio level as well. And a couple really super cool pieces. This is all part of one big set. There's also some Greenleaf terrain rock formations here as well, just to spice it up a little bit more. Keep in mind, if you are a Silver Vault member, you can go to the Silver Vault member discount page. We got a ton of different coupon codes in there for minis, terrain, gadgets, basically anything wargaming related. There's a whole ton of stuff there. It's over 40 companies now. If you're not a Silver Vault member, you can also go to the discount page and see what discounts you would get, but you just don't get access to the coupon codes, obviously. And Studio Level is one of those companies in the Silver Vault member discount page. So if you want to recreate the table, you're pretty much able to do so.
And we're playing in the Realm of Shadows. We randomly determined it, but you know, I'm Slaanesh, so that kind of makes sense, right? And Realm of Shadows is simple. Everything is overgrown, so you can't see through it. Well, more than an inch, unless the target or the fighter has fly, which most of Josh's army has. So that's not too big a deal. It might affect me more than him when I try to cast spells and everything like that. Furthermore, we get a Judgment of Shadow spell, which obviously I can cast and Josh can't. It's basically just roll 7 dice on a unit, an enemy unit, and you have to roll lower than their armor save. So if they have a 4-up save, you got to roll 1, 2s, and 3s, and every time you do, they take a mortal wound. So it can be pretty nasty to things with not good saves. Like you got a 6-up save, you're going to take probably 5 or 6 mortal wounds. And then lastly, we have a realm command on me, which allows a hero to choose a friendly unit within 18 inches and bring them within 6 inches. Still more than 9 inches from enemies. Now, this will probably be more useful to me once again, because maybe a hero will run up somewhere and then be like, bring a unit over. Because Josh's Kharadron Overlords can already jump around. And that's it.
Cool. I think it still might be able to be beneficial, because I do get a couple guys on foot at least.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things where it's situational, and it can be interesting, but we don't necessarily use it.
Here we go. Armies are deployed. I've got my little navigator hanging out in this gun hauler with a unit of Skywardens. The big boss man with some Arcanaut company. Thunderers inside of the Ironclad. Sorry if I'm boring you, Matthew.
I'm fine.
This is the most exciting army.
It's first thing Monday morning, man. I can yawn.
Get another unit of Skywardens.
Ready to hook on?
That's the idea. And then one last little gun hauler here. Across the board, I see Marauders.
Lots of stuff. We got Warriors on the sides, Marauders in the middle. We've put this Chaos Sorcerer Lord outside of the range of your Dispel Scroll, essentially. And then we've just got, everything's just kind of clumped together, ready to shenanigan up the board.
Okay.
Got to be ready for the fact that the Kharadron Overlords can jump everywhere. And so I just want to be able to take some board control. And I did finish deploying first. And I will go first.
Ooh. Slaves of Darkness, turn 1.
I had 1 command point from my War Scroll Battalion, and technically before I start my turn, I do my 1 artifact, which gives me D3 more command points. You ready for 1 more command point?
See it.
Oh, 2. Hey, last time I did that I got 3, and I got 2, so next game I'll get 1 and it'll average out.
That's only fair.
That means I'm up to 4 command points with the one I get this turn. That's not bad. I like command points. Got a bunch of stuff to do in the hero phase, actually. We got Oracular Visions on all 3 of the Chaos Sorcerer Lords, which is choose a unit wholly within 18, I believe, and give them reroll to their saves. So we'll give it to the Marauders, obviously, make them a little more durable. The Warriors don't need it yet, because as long as there's at least 10 of them, they get 4-up to save, or reroll their 4-up saves. So we'll give it to the Manticore, the Demon Prince. Yeah, that's 3. So that's the 3 of them. They'll have that. The Shrine will then try to do its prayer on a 3+. I'm going to do the Slaanesh prayer, hopefully on the Marauders, which will give them reroll runs and charges. But more importantly, it makes them immune to Battle Shock until my next hero phase. 3+. All right, so they are immune to Battle Shock, which makes them a little harder to move. Well, I have lots
changes.
I have a lot of command points.
Yes, so.
But it could allow me to Mask of Darkness and just send them forward without support and not worry about the Inspiring Presence for a turn. I don't know if I'm going to do that. Like I always want to do that, of course. Just put 40 Marauders in your face, but you can just fly away, right?
That's true.
And it would be nice to have like I'm not sure yet, but it would be nice because like the Chaos Lord lets them fight twice if he's close by with his command ability. I've got all sorts of auras, like the 6s become 2 hits, so this army wants to stick together, but yeah. Next up we have some spells to do. I'm going to start with this Chaos Sorcerer Lord. We're going to do his Demonic Power, which is reroll hits and wounds. We need a 6 to cast. We get it with an 8. You're in range to do your automatic unbind. He's going to give it to the Marauders to reroll all their hits and wound rolls.
That's kind of spooky. Yeah, well, I may as well try to roll to unbind that one. I'm not going to use the scroll on it, though. The orb, rather. No, I didn't get it.
Okay, so the
I don't roll well on those.
The Marauders now reroll hits and wounds, but here's the real key one. We're going to try a Mask of Darkness, and you're out of range to unbind this one. And so this is a 7 to cast, and it'll let me teleport something forward. We got it. And we're actually going to teleport the Chaos Lord forward.
Ooh!
He smells. Now, I'm going to double check something before I do this, because the whole idea here is that he'll use the on me. Oh yeah, he does it at the end of my movement phase. I was just going to check. I can only use it once per battle. The Realm of Shadow command ability on me, which lets me pick a unit wholly within 18 inches of him. Got to make sure they're wholly within 18 inches of him. So we're going to back him up a bit. There we are, right there. And then he brings them within 6 inches of him, more than 9 inches from you. But I was about to read it again, because if it said start of the hero phase, I'd be like, oh, shoot, I can't do this. But it's the end of the movement phase. Oh, end of the movement phase. So we're going to put them back up there. Because then
they can move up.
They can move up, and then I gotta make sure they don't run. Then I'll teleport them forward, and then we'll go forward with their awesome charge, and then the Chaos Lord has the command ability to let them fight twice. I could possibly do a lot of damage here. We'll see. The other Chaos Sorcerer Lord doesn't really have anything interesting to do, so we'll say Mystic Shield. He fails.
Not exciting at all?
Nope. I believe that's all of my hero phase stuff, so we'll go to the movement phase. So here's the before. Everything's going to run and reposition, trying to block all the teleports or jumping into the air that Josh can do. So here's the before. And that is the after. I'm going to take advantage of the Realm of Shadow, and we're going to, at the end of the movement phase, have the Chaos Lord do on me to this unit right here. Oh, by the way, when the Demon Prince moved, he's going to take this piece of terrain and do the Nightmare thing to it. So now you can't see through it. And at the start of every hero phase, until it goes away, I can't remember how long it lasts, on a 6, on a 6, everything within 1 takes D3 mortal wounds, except for him. He's the only one unaffected by it. So it could hurt me too.
It's good to know. Hopefully it kills 3 Marauders.
Yeah, so now the Marauders are going to jump forward to basically right in here.
Now, do they get to be more than 9 off from me?
Yeah, well, he's 9 inches away, so
Gotcha.
they're just going to fill in right around
I didn't
here.
know if the realm ability lets you teleport any closer.
Oh, no.
Than normal.
No, it's supposed to be, well, I don't know what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a tricky shadow thing, right? So still follows Deep Strike normal rules.
There's definitely, I trust in Aethermatics, not superstition. There's no magic here.
No magic, okay.
It's all science.
It just happened that the shadows were playing tricks on you, and this is where they actually were all along.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, I can get behind that.
Yeah. And there's the after. They blinked forward. You ready for this?
Yep, do it.
Think you can handle it?
Yep.
Well, I have no shooting to do. I'm gonna make sure I didn't make any mistakes back here. Yeah, no, because that big piece of terrain, you will not be able to teleport. I should be safe from your teleportation shenanigans on my back lines. So hopefully I didn't make any mistakes there. And so I will declare a charge. The Marauders will do it. Remember, they have a special rule that lets them take their smallest die and make it a 6. They also have a +1 right now. And because they're in his aura, they are re-rolling their charges as well, because he's got the big general 18-inch aura of Slaanesh wonderfulness.
Look at you go, Mr. Alpha Strike.
Yeah, I know, right? And we are going to do a 10-inch charge, because they've got the drum, which gives them +1 run and charge. There is the after. Now, Josh has to make a choice at the beginning of the combat phase if he wants to drop bombs or not.
Yeah, I can pick a unit.
Yeah, because the reason he's thinking about it, or not wanting to do it, is because in that battalion, the Pleasure-Bound Warband, they like the damage that you do to them. Like, yes, give it to us. And then they move 6 inches when they pile in instead of 3, which would allow them to go. It would allow me to get a lot more guys into the fight.
Yeah, which I don't want to deal with. So, no thank you.
How many could you potentially do? Just D3?
D3.
Oh,
yeah, it's not worth it.
That is a very easy choice to make, because otherwise you're going to be taking so many more attacks. Yeah. Well, I will use his command ability at the beginning of the combat phase, which is called Spurred by the Gods, which I choose the unit, and they can fight twice, not in a row. You still get to go before they fight again, but they can only do it if there's an enemy within 3 inches on the second time. So if they kill something and they aren't close to any other enemies, then, well, I don't think that'd be the case here, because you got a bunch of passengers on there too.
Yeah.
So not dropping bombs then.
Not dropping bombs.
Okay. So, yeah, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to go with the Marauders, obviously, and I'm going to be piling in and attacking everything onto the boat, not the 15 Thunderers inside who have a 3-up save in there and are -1 to hit, because they won't really have anywhere to go when I destroy them. And I'm not worried about bringing other units of yours. I need this Alpha Strike to do mucho damage-o.
Yeah, I think that might be more than half my army if you get this.
Well, I've never been able to kill the big boat really reliably before. I'm even going to bring them in because I want the extra guys.
I'm a little anxious to see what happens, but I mean,
we'll see.
Curious.
So I managed to get 20 into the fight, and then the leader in there as well, so we got 41 attacks, hitting you on 3s. There's no minuses.
If it wasn't immediately obvious, I'm going to eat their gold off this too and reroll my saves.
Okay, you don't have to choose that until you see my rolls.
I will likely be doing this.
Yes. Yeah, so you'll have a 4-up save rerollable. So you could easily survive this. This is whether you can survive 2 rounds of it, and because I'll get to pile in even more.
Right.
And get more guys in. So this is the first 20. So we're looking at 3s to hit because I have at least 10 guys. So all but 1. Oh, 6s. I'm in the Aura of Slaanesh, so that gives me 2 hits each.
Well, that changes the math up now, doesn't it, Matthew?
Yeah, it would if I rolled more 3 6s. 4 is to wound. Re-rolling. Ugh, that's a bad start.
Hey, you only rolled like half.
No, that's less than half, man. Okay, there we go. Now it's back to above average, where I'm happy.
All right, here we go. 4-up re-rollable save. Ah!
Yeah, you could totally negate
Okay.
this with a good roll.
Yeah, that's what we got so far, and the re-roll says...
5 get
more.
through. 5
Okay.
get through. That's a little better than average, or for me.
Yeah.
So 5 get
Brings me
through
down
so
to
far.
13.
And then the second half of the attacks, just to clarify, this is not them fighting again. That was just 20 out of 41 of their attacks.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a little nervous for this.
3s to hit, 6s are 2 hits, and I get to re-roll. Let's re-roll all of these into 6s, shall we? Well, we got, whoa, geez, that's a lot of 6s. So that was 27 out of 21 hits. 4s to wound, re-rolling. Okay, let's do better than that. Re-roll. Okay, not as good, but I got a lot of extra hits, so that helps.
That's still pretty solid. All right.
Don't spike this, Josh, or spike,
I kind of
spike low.
need to. I need to
No,
make
spike
a
low.
game out of this.
Negative spike. Oh, you spiked it.
Yep.
And you get a reroll too. Like if you stopped right there, that would already be good. Oh, only because 5 should be how many I got through total. You piece of crap.
Oh, sorry that this might be a game, Matthew.
No, I only did 6 wounds from that.
That's a third of my health.
No, whatever.
All right, let's
Who's
send
attacking
in
me?
the Sky Wardens.
Just remember, once you kill one of them, they're going to be 6-inch piling for the next one.
Oh, well. All right, these guys are going to be hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s with the Sky Pikes, which are the only things in range. Ready to see some 4s? I'm going to chase you with the dice here.
You just keep going. Yeah, that's what you did before.
Yep, there's
Josh's
some 4s.
4-ups are more like 2-ups.
And looking for 3s to wound you. Ah, they're so upset.
That helped a little. These are -1 rend D3 damage.
Yes,
So
sir.
6-up save rerollable because of oracular visions. So all right, I can't complain anymore. So 2 of them get through for D3 damage each, which I will not be ignoring because I'm not close enough to the War Shrine. And you kill 4 of them. Look at you, Mr. Average, at this point.
Yep,
1,
4 is
2.
a nice number.
Well, you know what? I'm going to pull from over here because I get a 6-inch pile in now. And these guys are immune to battle shock, remember, right now because of the War Shrine.
That's the spooky bit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
Well, I get to go again. So the only problem is right now I'm at my 18-inch limit from the Aura of Slaanesh from the General. His 12 inches just out.
Yeah, it
So-
depends on where you want to put the attacks.
So well, if I pile in further and say like attack these guys, which is not a bad idea.
This is the first time I bring Arcana Company in like
Well, the thing is, like,
years.
I got guys that won't be able to do anything else. And so I might as well pile in and get them. But if I do that, then I lose my whole 6s become 2 hits. So I'm giving up attacks to get attacks. So here's the before. I'm gonna do some finagling and figure out where I want to go. I decided against going deeper against your Thunderers, against your Arcanaut Company, because it only allowed me to get 4 guys on them, which would be 8 attacks, and it would give up so much of the 6s.
Right.
So if I don't roll any 6s, well then I'll be like, I should have gone after them. But keeping them in that nice Aura of Slaanesh, because remember, because he's the Demon Prince General of Despoilers, that makes it 18 inches in case people are like, no, Auras are only 12, even on your General. It's like, don't forget, Despoilers makes it that. So we got more guys though on the boat. So we're up to 47 attacks instead of 41. So we managed to get 3 more on there. So I'm gonna do 23, then 24. Hopefully Josh, because mine should be pretty reliable being all rerolls, but then Josh just like spikes his and stops it all.
I got rerolls as well, bro.
I know, but 4-up rerollable should be a quarter, not 99%.
That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, 3s to hit. So there's some 6s already, and then we'll reroll those 1s and 2s.
Woo!
That was actually a pretty bad roll. And now it's a better roll, because we got 3 misses, but 6 6s, so we're good. Looking at 4s to hit, or 4s to wound. And reroll those 4s. So that's a pretty good start.
Will you stop?
Well, you're just gonna go 4-up reroll, we'll make them all.
All right, big numbers.
4s. Well, you floofed the first one, but I don't have my hopes up yet.
No, I'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll just reroll to all 4s.
Come on. Ah!
Oh my goodness!
Uh-oh.
So we found the one weakness of your boat: 80 Marauders. Turns out, 80 Marauders fully buffed up
It's
to everything.
40 fully buffed up, thank you.
No, it's 40 fighting twice. That's
Not,
80.
that's 40 fighting. That's not.
That's 80
different.
Marauders,
No.
man. Oh, I don't like this. I gotta get through 3 more wounds. My second volley last time only got through 1 more wound. 3s to hit. 6s are extra. Re-rolling because of all the spells. They're demonic power. Look at all those 6s. Give me more. Give me more. Oh boy.
See, this is why I go back to my goofy good list.
Yeah, yeah. That was 32 out of 26 hits. That's right.
Is roll your dice.
4 is the wound. Whoa. Sorry, that one I'll count. It was a miss anyways. That was a bad roll, but I got to re-roll. That was a really bad roll, but maybe Josh will do the same thing. Re-rolling. Okay, it's good. I got lots.
All right.
I know Han Solo doesn't like this, but the odds here is that he fails 6 of these by the end.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm liking it so far. You've only got to fail 3. Never told me the odds, right? It drives me crazy too, trust me. Because in the dice, don't.
Hey,
Oh, dude, just fail 3 of them. Oh, oh, geez, okay.
Yeah, that's dead.
All right, does he explode or anything?
No.
Oh, that's
no.
sad. All right, disembark.
All right, so we're gonna roll here to see everybody inside. So we're gonna do the 3 deck sweepers first on 1s. Okay,
Oh,
2 of them are dead.
Well, not all of them would be able to be placed, but I don't know. Which guns do you care about losing the most?
Some of these. We're gonna do the grenade launcher or the mortar. He's alive. Okay. Huzzah! I got the 3 Aether cannons. They're good. Try the sergeant. He's still gonna try to deploy, and then I got all the guns, the regular rifles. And looking for 1s. Okay.
Just lost your.
Well, that's less than ideal.
Yeah.
So I think you've killed. That's not quite half my army, but close to it.
That's a lot of points. How many points is a big boat?
It's about 500.
And then I just killed because you could only place 6 of your guys.
Yes.
So that's like 240 points, pretty much.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, so 740 points killed there. So just
Pretty
need
good.
just need Marauders fighting twice, re-rolling hits and wounds, and re-rolling saves with an extra rend and extra hit.
I already know I messed up and didn't screen the way I should have. I shouldn't have been so bold, but I should have paid more attention to how much damage Marauders can do. Oh well, you get caught by that once. Let's swing with my Aethermatic Saw, hitting on 3s. Okay, I got 2 hits. These are wounding on 2s.
Oh,
And double 1s.
oh, Josh.
Fantastic.
Okay, I take back all my complaints about your rolls. I take it back. Please let me take it back.
Well, I may as well inspiring presence there.
What's their leadership or bravery?
Not enough to stand up to that.
Because you lost 9 guys, right?
Yeah. It's not. I want to say it's 7 or 8.
Probably, given that they were more elite.
Yep.
So I am immune to battle shock because of the prayer I put on them from the War Shrine. Because the first effect of this Aura Slaanesh, no, the secondary effect of the Aura Slaanesh, I think, is to be immune to battle shock until my next hero phase. So I've only lost 4 anyway, so I can only lose 1 more on a 6. I expected you to do more damage back to me, but
No, my army. It's got to shoot.
all right. Well, it's your turn now.
Okay, let's go to KO turn 1.
It's worse.
Well, I've taken a second here to try to figure out what the game plan is. I'm going to try to treat this as not being salty that I threw away 700 points with Monday Morning Brain.
That's tough. That's
And instead it's going to be, you know what, let's see if I can beat Matthew's Slaves to Darkness 700 points down. That's all. That's all. We're going to do it that way.
You know, Josh, now that you've put it that way, you realize you're going to.
I know.
And then I'm going to be like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
And the worst part is that neither of us will be happy at the end of it.
no.
Well, there's not much to do in my hero phase other than get a command point. Ooh. And then this is going to be before and after. Honestly, it's going to be the little boats moving around. And these Marauders got to die. One gun hauler went here. The other gun hauler went way back here. And now I'm going to shoot guns.
And you
at
haven't used your once per game
I haven't used the
jump in the
Zilfin.
hero phase, right?
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
Now I just gotta unleash fury upon these guys here. These guys are gonna go ahead and eat their Aether Gold to reroll wound rolls. I
All out.
think I'm also gonna call Volley Fire on them. I really want them to do well.
Use your 1 command point.
Yes, sir. So let's start off with the Aether Cannons. These should be hitting you on 3s, rerolling 1s. Uh-huh. Okay, so they're all gonna hit you.
What's the rend?
I don't know. And these are gonna wound you on 2s. And they're all gonna wound. No save, correct?
Correct. The -2 rend, right?
Yes.
How much damage?
D3 damage per.
Ooh, that's 8 damage, which I cannot stop. This is going to hurt.
And deck sweeper now, hitting on 3s. And then wounding you on 4s. With the
Rerolling, because you get your Ether Quartz.
Ether gold. It's gold.
Right,
Minus one.
right. You're not Realm Lords. -1, 6 up, rerollable because of Oracular Visions. So that stops.
You got the double barrel rifle. I could have probably put those in together. Rerolling 1s.
Yuck.
Sad. Force to wound you. Come on. Kill them. What's the odds of that?
You know what? I don't think we should talk about odds anymore, Josh. It just doesn't feel like it makes any sense.
No, it doesn't. And I
This
get the
die
one,
could roll a 6. That's all we can really say. This die can roll a 6.
The mortar.
Reroll.
Roll. Okay.
Hey.
There's no rend on this one.
So 5 up rerollable. Rerollable. Okay, how much damage?
D3.
2 more. Is that it for them?
That's it for them.
So that's 10 that you killed in total from that.
All right, that wasn't too bad. Let's have the Arcanon Company go. Pistols. Give them the Dwarven Steel, as Luca would say. Argonaut Pistols, hitting on 4s. Wah! Okay. It's only 4 hits. Force to wound. I got 2 wounding hits. Take that, you fiend.
Is there a rend?
No.
5 up. Rerollable. Okay, 1 dies.
Volley gun. 5s. Ooh, 4s. Ooh, this is -1.
Oh, -1. All right, 6 up rerollable. Here we go. Nope. No. 1 more?
The Light Skyhook. 4s. 3s. I think it's -2 rend. -2 rend. What do you think about that, Matthew?
I think.
1 more guide die. That's what I think.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Should be. Thank you.
So that means 3 more died in total.
Good.
There we go.
Aether Cannon off the boss. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 2s. You don't get a save.
How much damage?
Go home. D3. 1 guy died.
Oh no!
Then his weapon battery. 3s to hit. Okay. 3s to wound. These are -1.
How much damage each?
1.
So 6 up. Rerollable. So 3 more die.
All right, the Gaze of Grungy. Normally this hits on 3s. It's going to hit on 2s, and normally it's 1 shot, but there's 3 shots because of the Tinkerer. So 2s. Why are you like this? 2s to wound. Only 1 wounding hit. That's -1 rend.
6 up, rerollable. How much damage does it do?
D3.
No. Okay, D3 damage. So you've killed 22 of them, so they've lost their rend. So this is starting to hurt.
And then we're going to have the Skywarden shoot. Pistols off the Skywardens. 3s to hit. And then these are going to be 3s to wound you. -1, 1. 4 of them.
6 up. Rerollable. Ooh, those rerolls haven't been helping me.
Then the grapnel launcher and the skyhook. Hitting on 4s.
Are you not done yet? There's just
Wounding
so many
on
guns.
3s. That's -2 rend, 3 damage.
Well, then 3 more die.
Good.
Just flat 3, not D3?
Just flat 3 on this one, yeah.
Golly. I'm immune to battle shock. You know what? We can get rid of the banner now. Yikes!
Well, that's
Dude!
They got upset.
Apparently.
Sweep aside to this part of the board. Let's start punishing these Chaos Warriors for existing. Actually, you know what? No, we're going to do the shots here first into them. Yeah. Pistols at a range, so only the big guns. Hitting on 4s. Oh, tragic.
So punishing.
Sad. Now we're going to go for the drill launcher. Shooting at, off the boat, the drill launcher. Hitting on 3s. 6s is just 3 mortal wounds, though.
Because you rolled a 6?
Because I rolled a 6
Well,
there.
I ignore mortal wounds on 5s because of my special shields.
Ooh.
Oh, well, you killed 1.5 of them.
And we're going to go ahead and fire the shrapnel shot out of this boat into them. So it's going to be D6 shots for 3. 3s to hit. 3s to wound. Only 1 wounding hit. -1 rend, 2 damage.
5 up rerollable because there's at least 10 of them. So saved.
Okay. You're good there. That's going to bring us right over to combat. Where
Who's swinging first?
I could try to charge.
Oh, I guess if you want.
And it could, potentially. It's probably going to be the Sky Wardens, maybe?
I think I'm out of range to make my guys fight twice, and even if I was in range, I wouldn't want to do it anyways.
That's fair. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and pile in these Sky Wardens. All right, let's poke you with these Sky Pikes.
Well, kill at least 2 of them and I lose my +1 to hit.
I'll do my best.
I'm sure you will.
4s to hit.
That's not your best, Josh. I've seen you do better than that. Where's your 99% 4 pluses? And what?
3s.
Oh, I'm so disappointed.
-1.
Okay, well I get a 6 up your rollable, so I stop 1. Stop 2. How much damage each?
D3.
Well, you killed at least 2. Congratulations.
Then I got a gun butt to hit you with.
All right, hit me with your gun butt.
He missed.
Okay, so 3 of them die. We'll pull them from here, and then I'll pile in.
You coward.
Well, it's also, I got a 6-inch pile in now, but I don't care. I'm just going to attack with these guys. At this point, it'll be 17 attacks. Whoops. It'll be 4s and 4s. And I'm still in the aura to get 6s to be 2 hits, but there's not going to be any rend anymore. 4s to hit. Ooh, lots of 6s there so far. Can we give me some more 6s, please?
Are you still in the aura for the 6s?
Yeah, it's 18 inches from him.
Ooh.
Because the spoilers.
Gotcha.
If your Demon Prince is your general, it's 18 inches. And
Okay.
so, if anything, I'm closer to him now because
Yeah.
you've killed more guys. So lots of hits. Yeah, I got 3 more hits added onto that total when you factor it all in. 4s to wound re-rolling because we still have demonic power. Our eyes are glowing, I don't know, pink, purple, whatever Slaanesh's color is. So,
Ooh.
oh, that was a hit. So that many, no rend though.
Looking for a 4-up save. Yeah.
Well, that's bad.
Seems
1,
kinda
2, 3,
average-ish.
4 of them die.
That's a 6-man unit, so we're gonna kill you 2. Ooh.
Oh, I see the one's hiding. I'm like, 6, really?
You 2.
Yikes.
Oof. Yes, you are out of my attack range for everybody else there.
Well, that's all our fighting then, and I'm immune to battle shock still.
I'm not. Bravery 7 here, so just roll low.
You're good.
Okay, they're fine. They
I
don't
rolled a
care.
6 total, so you're fine.
And that is the end of turn 1 KO.
Let's see where the objective comes in.
Before Matthew gets to take his turn at the start of the battle round.
Start of the
here.
battle round. I'll roll the die. We'll do it your left to right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Obviously, I don't want 1, 2. I'd like either of the other ones will be fine. 3. So that puts it smack dab in the middle, all measured exactly. So that's the first one. The other 2 will come in next battle round.
Not too shabby. Keeps you kind of in the middle. I was hoping it would either pull you way over to this side.
Yeah, away from possible locations, the other ones. We don't know where they're going to be at. Like, if they end up like here and there, then you're in trouble, obviously.
Right.
You want them to end up on this side, because I still can teleport around a little bit, but not quite as good. So in my hero phase, we've got a bunch of stuff to do. Let's start off with his...
Are you going to do the Slaanesh one again, or one of the other gods?
The other ones don't really make sense for my army, because I can already do the stuff that it does.
Gotcha.
So the Slaanesh one is nice. 3 up. Give a unit... let's make it them, because they're going to be guarding this objective. They're now immune to battle shock, and they can reroll charges, which they are going to be able to get with the hero, with the general nearby anyway. So, but just in case they leave that aura, they can reroll charges, and they're immune to battle shock. Oracular Visions isn't going to be super useful this turn. We got it here and here. We'll put with these 2 can give it to somebody. So we'll give it to. I got to double check. I think it's only mortals, and so I can't give it to. I gave it to him last time, and I apologize. I can't do that. So let's do the Shrine and the Manticore, and then the other one can do it as well. But the warriors already get to reroll. Now it could be helpful if you start bombarding them, and then the first volley brings them down below 9. So I'll give it to them as well, just on the off chance that you start punishing them, which I probably won't. But what else am I going to do?
Fair.
Going to this Chaos Sorcerer Lord, we're going to do the Demonic Power, which gives a unit reroll hits and wounds. I'll probably put it on the Warriors, but I might put it on the Sorcerer Lord Manticore. Either way, let's see if I get it first. I do? Did you want to try to unbind that?
The 7.
I think, you know what? If it's a free unbind, then you might as well do it.
Yeah, I get to make the attempt here.
Now, you could always choose to automatically unbind it once per game.
Correct. I'm not gonna
So
go
he'll
for that,
give
though.
some unit here, either the Manticore or the Warriors, reroll hits and wounds.
Yes, he will.
Yes, he will, because let me think about that for 2 seconds. I'll give it to the Warriors. I'm not ready to be majorly offensive with the Chaos Sorcerer Lord quite yet, so they'll be rerolling hits and wounds. The other one is going to do Mask of Darkness to try to teleport these. I'm not sure where they're going to go, but you can't stop that, so we'll teleport them somewhere on the table. You know what? I'm going to take that back. There's nothing else I can do. There's nowhere else I want to go yet until I know where the other objectives are. So I don't want to
still just say you're going to cast it and just kind of flex.
Yeah.
Big.
I'll shoot it in the sky. A bird teleports. You see a bird just go,
He's
whoa!
probably super confused.
It's like, what? The crap? I'll teleport into a cloud. A shadowy cloud in the realm of shadows. So he just gets like super disoriented.
Well, that's just mean.
Whatever. Mystic Shield, I suppose, on a 6. There, we'll put it on the Demon Prince, because he can't get any other rerolls. Now he rerolls ones to save. Yeah!
Woo! I hate that it's going to come up.
Yeah, you know you're going to roll a bunch of ones, and he's going to survive because of it. These Marauder Stain in combat doesn't make too much sense, so I'm going to roll a run. That's good enough. I could reroll it because I'm in my Aura Slaanesh range. I'm just going to use that to box this unit in. I know these guys have fly, but it's more just to force you to... I'm going to go... I'll double check the measuring, but I'm just going to basically go right outside of your 3-inch everywhere. Just so you can't spend a turn running up really easily.
Yep.
I'll even string these out. I know the Marauders are dead now, but they did their job. They killed way more than their points value.
Yes.
The only problem is, and seriously, is that my only thing that really hits hard. Like, honestly, if you want to optimize this list, you take out a bunch of the warriors, you put another squad of Marauders. So I do that a second time, soup them up and go over there and kill everything. But it's kind of boring. It's too obvious. So I like to try some different stuff. So they move there. We're going to throw a run on the Sorcerer Lord. We get a 2. It's just going to jump up to here. I'm going to throw a run on these Chaos Warriors. They have a horn to give it +1, so we're looking at a 7-inch move total. The idea here is just to be ready, stay in range to be able to be teleported across the table. I'm telling Josh all my tactics, but I think he can guess a lot of these. Or just be ready to run onto the objectives if they end up on this side of the table. Either way, just being ready. And we're going to swing onto this. And your guy that can put the storm on people is way back here, right?
Correct, yeah.
And it's 36 inches?
Yes.
Okay, so if I stay to the 36, I don't have to worry about it. He can basically choose one of my flying guys and give them half movement and possibly mortal wounds. But he has to be within 36 and be able to see them. So I can always Midnight Shroud something with him. So we're going to roll a run on these warriors too. They have no intention of trying to get into combat. So a nice healthy 12-inch move total with their horn tooting away. We're just going to use that basically to protect this objective.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, so we'll just make sure they're on the other side of the 6. So you got to kill them to be able to get to it. And I'm going to use this to return to the objective because Josh's boats are fast enough that he doesn't have to use his teleport or his jumping around thing. Because normally I'd keep them there to zone them out more than 9 inches away, but he's got such good movement, especially with his War Scroll Battalion, that he could just move up here anyways. So I might as well just have these guys... They're within 6 inches of the center of the objective, but the outside of them is not. So when he charges them, he doesn't get on the objective. Now I know he's got fly, but he still have to do a pretty good charge from way back there. And if he wants to use up all his stuff to do that, well then that's what he's got to do anyways. Chaos Sorcerer Lord here will run and get onto the objective. Demon Prince is going to fly over to here and then darken this so you can't see the Demon Prince with your guy.
Okay.
Although I guess that means I'll just make sure these guys are a little more than an inch away from it so I don't hurt myself by accident, although they ignore mortal wounds on a 5-up. And then this Chaos Sorcerer Lord will throw a run at it, and it'll just kind of jump up here too so you can't see it, because it'll be blocked by this piece of terrain. I'm not counting this as one piece. I think this is a big enough blocky piece to count it, and so that should block the line of sight there too. And the Chaos Lord right here will also run a hefty one as he makes his way back to here. And then the Chaos War Shrine moves 8 inches, plus another 3. So we're just basically going to huddle down on this objective. I realize that the next objective could show up here, but I'm well equipped
to be able to deal with it.
Yeah, and you've lost your big ship, so I'm less worried about your whole jump in here and then move up and attack, because I have a lot to help deal with retribution of that. With your other ship, I totally would have left everything back, because you've been able to put that firepower there and then charge somewhere else. That would have wrecked my face. So that's my turn. I have no shooting.
Okay.
And no charging, and there's no battle shock, obviously.
So you're going to score 2 points.
2 points, because it's battle round 2.
I get my 1 command point back. And, I need to do some work here. So I don't think there's anything else to do in the hero phase. I gotta save that teleport for the right time. So to be something to grab an objective. Not the usual kill stuff like I want to. You're making me play the game, man.
I'm sorry.
Get some decent options for movement. So what I'm going to do is show you guys a before of everything here and then show you an after. Because I need to try to get as much firepower onto that Manticore Lord as I can. He's got too good a movement. Alright, this is what I think I'm going to go ahead and lock into. Thunder's moved up. I've been able to get 3 Aether Cannons onto the big fella if I need to. And then like the 1 double barrel rifle. Not terrible. You kind of blocked me in pretty good here, so I couldn't move my Archanaut Company a whole lot.
That was the point.
I did take the Endrin Master and the 2 remaining Skywardens over this way to start to bully this side. And now I've got the rest of the boats to go. Opting to bring both the gun haulers back towards Matthew's, well, I guess in Matthew's deployment zone. So we got the Skywardens hanging out right there with the first gun hauler, and then the other gun hauler has dropped here as well. Right over to the shooting phase. Alright, start off with the Archanaut Company firing at the Marauders straight ahead of them there. This is going to be the pistols, because the other guns are going to go into your Manticore Lord.
Bring it.
Oh, it's been brought! 4s.
Oh, I said bring it, man.
That's way better than they normally
Actually,
do.
that's above average, so
Yeah,
that's good.
yeah. Force to wound you.
Wow.
Ha ha!
-1 rend at least?
No.
Okay, 5-up saves. No rerolls. So you killed 2 of them.
We're getting there.
Just a few more to go.
We're getting there, guys. That's okay. We
Did I
got
tell you
a
I have
volley gun.
I have a command ability. Did I tell you that's the Chaos Sorcerer Lord can bring back the unit once they're dead?
See, the cool thing is sometimes when Matt talks, I don't listen. I know when, because he's got a certain tone to his voice. Forced to wound the Manticore Lord. Oh, look at that! 4 wounding hits! Oh, rend 1.
You mean 3 wounding hits?
Yeah.
Rend 1? Well, he's got a 5-up. He's got Oracular Visions on, so 5-up rerollable. Nope. And 2 get through. How much damage?
Just 1 damage piece.
Okay, I'm close enough to the shrine to give me a 6-up ignoring. 1 damage.
Okay, thanks, Luca. I got the Skyhook. 4s. Come on! Unit of Thunderers now. See, I don't care about these guys. That's the problem, is I don't respect these guys at all.
Well, at this point, there's not a reason to.
I know.
Right.
All the guns that are in range of your Manticore are going to fire at your Manticore, and the rest are going to fire into them. So we know the 3 Aether Cannons are going to be in range here. So these are going to be hitting you on 3s. Well, that worked. Wounding on 2s.
This is against the big guy?
The Manticore, yeah.
Right. Hefty -2, so I get a 6-up save against these. Reroll. Give me 1, give me 1. How much damage each?
D3.
So 4 damage, which I ignore on 6s. Yikes! Down to 7 wounds.
You starting to feel a little nervous?
Yeah, look at me. I'm nervous.
I don't get enough guns on them. I get the mortar into them, hitting on 4s. I rolled a 1. We've got the deck sweeper into them. These are 3s to hit. Very good. 4s to wound.
Well,
Okay. It's okay. It's still good. It's still good. Double barrel Aether Shot Rifle into your Manticore Lord. Ready for this? Ready for this? 3s.
On what? Not bad, not bad.
Ooh, 4s.
Oh.
-1. 1.
5-up. Good.
Moving over from these guys, we're going to go right here. Let's go the pistols into your unit of Chaos Warriors there. 3s to hit. And then 3s to wound you. -1, 1.
5-up rerollable. So 1 damage each. We're not near enough by to get the 6-up ignore, so you killed 1 warrior.
Good, I hate that guy. Let's have the boss man put all of his firepower into these Chaos Warriors. Starting with an Aether Cannon. It hits. It didn't wound. Wounds on 2s. Got the weapon battery. 3s to hit. Okay. Perfectly average. 3s to wound. Yep, there you go. Another average roll.
Rend damage.
-1, 1.
5-up rerollable. Oh, we're done.
The Gaze of Grungy. Hits on 2s. I believe this wounds on 2s.
Rend.
-1.
5-up. Rerollable. How much damage?
D3.
You killed another one of them. So we'll take this guy from the back.
Moving over here now, we're going to have the Skywardens go. The only thing they really have in range are these Chaos Warriors, so let's shoot the 2 big guns at them. Hitting on 4s. Double 1s. That's double 1s. I'm going to shoot the Manticore Lord.
Your voice cadence is just getting like lower and lower
I know.
as the game goes on.
If you see me play against Dave, this is what happens. So he is going to put the carbines here, front and forward, but then the drill cannon's going into the Manticore. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s against the...
You know, I've been forgetting that my Manticore worsens your rend by 1.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Oh well.
Okay,
You
one
win
wounding
them?
hit.
Rend?
-1.
5 up. Rerollable.
Take a damage, sir!
Okay.
And then we're going to throw the drill cannon over at the Manticore. Hitting on 3, but I'm really looking for a 6. Rerolling 1s. That's a 2, folks. That's a 2. This little fella here, you know what? I'm going to fire a solid shot at the Manticore. That'll work.
Is it Rend 3?
No.
No.
Okay, so this is going to hit you on a 3. Rerolling 1s. It hits. Wounds you on a 2. It wounds. -2 rend.
So I've worsened it to -1. I remember that time. So 5 up, rerollable. Saved.
Oh, boo!
Didn't matter. I rolled a 6, of course.
Boo. No, that's it for shooting. I'm going to go ahead and charge. Argonaut Company's going to declare a charge first. Go get them.
I'm going to hold.
You're not going to stand and shoot? I know I'm out of range.
Yeah, I think you are, because you killed guys who were closer. You can double check, though.
No, it's okay. I'm going to come over here before I make other decisions. What do you mean? What do you hold on?
Just charge the thunder.
I don't know if I want to anymore.
Okay, fine.
We're going to charge this squad of Sky Wardens in the back here. It's a little bit of a longer charge because I killed a couple guys, but I'm going to roll and we'll see if it matters. I'm within 6. You want to check?
Let me check.
Nailed it!
Nope.
I don't know if I want to send these guys in by themselves.
I'm not that... Okay. I don't want to, because I know you're only 2 wounds.
Yeah, I know you didn't play. Okay, so what are the actual stats on these guys?
2 attacks each, 3s and 3s. Not
That's it.
not re-rolling. No rend. 1 damage. These are the ones that are re-rolling. The ones over in the middle. So I would actually be concerned about the ones that are re-rolling. Now, having said that, I can probably pile in and get like 4 guys in there. That'll be 8 attacks, 3s and 3s. It's not unlikely to kill one of yours.
Yeah.
But if you, I don't know.
I still want to put some damage on here.
It's. I just want you to know what you're getting into. I'm not going to try to assuade or dissuade.
We're going to charge the boss man first. He's going to go 7 inches.
That should be in.
Ooh. Huzzah! We're going to charge these Sky Wardens.
Yeah,
they're going to make it in as well. Boop. Boop.
What about the Thunders?
The thing is that I don't want to do that. Because I don't want to have to take any saves on them that are unnecessary.
Your 2 wounds each 4 up save?
2 wounds each 4 up save.
I'm hitting you. I've got 2 attacks, 4s and 4s now. No rend.
Yeah, I think I'd rather...
I know. I could kill a Thunderer with that.
Yeah, you know what? Fortune favors the bold. Go for it. Yeah! There you go. There you go. Beast mode. I don't know who I want to swing with first, though. This is the troubling bit.
I've got no command abilities to use.
You know what? These guys are going to be fine. I'm just telling myself that. We're going to swing over here first.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
All right, looking for 4s and 4s with the gun butts. You fiend. Take 2 saves.
No rend, I'm assuming, with gun butts?
Correct.
They're not like super sharp butts?
No.
5 up. 1 gets through. That kills the only guy who will not be in the 6 up to ignore aura of my War Shrine.
And then D3 attacks with the drill bill. For 1, that's 1 attack. These are 4s. Okay, he missed. I killed a man.
Yeah.
Who you want to swing with now?
Well, warriors, obviously.
Okay, let's do it.
After the pile in, I can have 4 of them that'll go on this squad, and then 2 of them on your leader.
Okay.
The 4 on the squad, there's nothing special
Sky
here.
Wardens.
Sky Wardens, thank you. 3s to hit. So 4 of them. Oh, Slaanesh. I am in an aura of Slaanesh because of the Sorcerer Lord. So that's an extra hit. 3s to wound. So we got 4 wounds, no rend.
4 wounds, no random.
So maybe I'll kill a guy.
4 up saves. Yeah, on average you should.
Nope, not with Josh's averages.
Not today.
Josh's averages are all in or all out. They're never in the middle. So the other 2 will attack your Ether something.
The Endrin Master.
Sure. And we got 2 wounds on him, no rend.
Okay, 3 ups.
He's fine.
Okay, let's do a Sky Wardens swinging. I'm going to hit you on 4s. There it is. Wound on 3s.
Rend damage?
-1 D3.
6 up, or a 5 up rerollable. Okay, we're done there.
Let's do the Endrin Master. 3s. Followed up by 2s.
Rend? -2, so 6 up rerollable. How much damage?
D3 per.
So we got 3 of them, and I don't have a ignoring wounds mechanic, so it kills this one. And let's just say this one. Let's do our little Marauder friends here. Move in. We're in an aura to get the 6s to do more. 10 attacks, hitting on 4s. No rerolls. Hey, no 6s. We got perfectly average. Look at that. 5s to hit, or 5 hits, and then 3 wounds, no rend.
Looking for 4-ups.
Oh, we don't kill a guy. Look at that.
Wounded someone.
Yeah.
That's that, so it's over Battle Shock time.
So you don't have any Battle Shock to take, because I didn't kill anything. So I just have to look at my Warriors and Marauders. Got Bravery 8, 9, because of the number of guys in the banner. You don't have any minus braveries, right?
I do not know.
So on 6, 1 will run, because I lost 4 guys. 3, so they're fine. Bravery 5 on the Marauders. You killed 4 of them. So 5 of them run. That's all of them.
Look at those Thunderers go.
Yeah.
Well, I finally killed one of your units.
You did. You did. Retribution, right? So now we got to see where the next 2 objectives come in. You didn't get any points, so the score is 2-0 at the end of battle round 2. Are you ready to see where the other 2 come in, Josh?
Let's do it.
So let's do the one on your line first.
Okay.
So this goes 12 inches up, and then it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one I'm less concerned about, although if I had to choose, I would choose right there, obviously. Although, part of me would actually choose over there and then teleport over and take it. So it'll be the middle one, and so it'll be somewhere right here. And then on my side, I would really like right here. So that would be my first choice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got my wish. They're all down the middle.
Stop.
They're all down the middle. I'm up to 4 command points in my hero phase. Haven't used those extra ones yet that I got at the beginning of the game. On a 4+, I will heal D3 wounds on my Manticore because it's a monster and I'm a despoiler, so nope. My Demon Prince is fine, so nothing right there. Oracular Visions, I will put on once again on these warriors in case they get reduced to below 10. Then they'll still at least have their reroll. I have 2 more Oracular Visions over here, so I'll put one onto the Manticore Lord and the other one onto the War Shrine, I think is my best bet. Spell-wise, we'll start with Demonic Power from the Chaos Sorcerer Lord right down here. Needs a 6, and we get that. You are in range to try to unbind it, but you know that I want to Mask of Darkness these guys and send them over here to support this objective.
Yeah, I don't think it's an addition, but I'm going to check my artifact real quick. I think I got a plan. I am going to let you... You know what? No. I'm stopping it.
You're going to stop that one,
I'm going
eh?
to squish that one. Yep.
So you're hoping that I fail my Mask of Darkness one? Okay. You have no more unbind, so Mask of Darkness. This is on a 7. No rerolls, nothing to help me. Oh, there it is.
Darn.
Yep, and they're all going to teleport, leaving the poor Chaos Sorcerer Lord to his fate. And they're going to teleport over to there, and then I just have my Chaos Sorcerer Lord to do a spell. I'm going to do, let's see, the best bet would probably be Wind of Chaos. If I roll the Shadow one, I roll 7 dice, and like I do 3 or 4 mortal wounds. This other one I roll 6 dice. You know what? I'm going to do the Realm of Shadow, Judgment of Shadow. It's a 7 to cast. I get it. And then I roll a die for each. Sorry, I roll 7 dice. This one's always 7. And then your save is on 4 up on them, right?
Yes.
So essentially I'm looking for 1s, 2s, and 3s. Every 1, 2, or 3 does a mortal wound. So I do 3 mortal wounds. That's probably better than I would have done with my other spell.
Yep.
Kills 2 of them as well. We'll have the Shrine do its ritual on a 3+. It fails.
Let's see, you're bound to feel something eventually.
Yeah, I did. Movement phase, I'm going to start with this little Chaos Sorcerer Lord who's going to run. 6. All right, 11 inches.
Let him go.
I'll go right to here, I suppose. I know you're super fast and you can get to me, but at least it's one more threat for you to have to think about.
It's true.
And then movement here is strange. The War Shrine, I think, the question is, do I get offensive or do I just hunker down and let you come in? Because now you're going to basically be able to use your hero phase, once per hero phase. It's just move one thing, right?
Yes.
Although you don't even need to, unless you wanted to go over there or something. I'll let you have the one objective. I just have to hold 2 of them long enough to make it basically impossible for you to catch up. It's the Sorcerer Lord on Manticore that could wreck your face. If he jumps forward, yeah, you know what? I'm going to force you to make some choices. He's going to jump forward to here and take care of that Arcanaut company. I don't think you'll have a hard time killing it in the end, but at least it forces you to deal with it rather than being able to put all your firepower into taking the middle objectives. And then the Chaos Demon, or the Slaves of Darkness Demon Prince, you still have your thing, which would slow him down, which could make a big difference. I could jump him out of there and help out with that objective. And then let me think about that for a second. Yeah, you know what? He's going to jump out and help. So he's going to come to here. And he's going to darken this piece of terrain so that when he charges in, you won't be able to see him. I think he'll be out of range anyways. So he'll go to there. And then all the heroes will kind of hunker down for now, and the War Shrine will get in the middle too, so that they're somewhat protected and they're ready to hand out their, like I can still, they're still within 12 inches to make them fight twice. I'm close enough to do teleporting magic and other stuff like that. Just a couple charges here. I can re-roll these because of my aura. Start with the Demon Prince. That's just in. So he'll go to here. And then the Chaos Sorcerer Lord. That's the same thing. He's in. He'll come right to here. So we're going to start with the Demon Prince because he always fights first at the beginning of the combat phase. And he gets +1 to hit as well on the charge. I got lots of command points, so I'm going to do an all-out attack on both of them. Because I got 4 command points, so I'm going to be sitting on those. I might as well take advantage. So he's going to hit on 2s. 6s are 2 hits. Let's re-roll that 1. That gives us 4 out of 3 hits. That's kind of handy for a Slaanesh. 3s to wound. Oh, wow.
There it is.
There's the Demon Prince I know. That's -2 damage each. But then he's got his Malefic Talon, so we're not done yet.
3 attacks on 3s?
On 2s because he charged.
Oh, right.
And then 3s to wound as well. So those are 3 wounds. No rend, 2 damage each.
Let's chew the Aether Gold then.
You want to shoot? Okay.
Looking for a 4 for rollable.
Oh, good thing you did. Oh,
Good
well,
start.
We'll see. I don't know.
Ooh.
Saving 2 of them for a -1 leadership.
And Demon Prince just swings first, so you get your first pick.
Exactly, so he doesn't count as my first pick. So let's go to the Manticore Lord. We'll start with the Sorceress Reaping Staff of the Chaos Sorcerer Lord on top. These are going to be 3s and 3s, -1 D3. So 3s to hit, no 6s or 1s. 3s to wound, still only 1, -1 D3 damage.
5 up. Okay.
Oh, didn't need your reroll there. Then we'll do the fangs and claws of the Manticore. 3s to hit, rerolling 1s, and the 6s are good. So that gives us 6 out of 5 hits. Oops, 1s to wound, but obviously 1s auto-fail. I say that and I roll 3 1s. And that's -1, 2 damage apiece.
5 ups, followed by 5 ups. Nope.
So 4 more die from that.
Ooh. All right, let's see what the tail does then, why not?
So the tail is down to 3 attacks because I'm injured. So we're looking at 4s to hit, re-rolling 1s, and then 4s to wound. No more.
Okay. Do I get to go?
Yeah, I'm done. So have at it.
I'm piling it, kill you.
Fine.
2 attacks with the Sky Pike into the Manticore. Normally hitting on 4s, hitting on 3s because the nearby objective. I still only got 1 hit. I'm wounding you on a 3. Well, 6 doesn't.
Rend. It's -1 rend. I ignore that because I worsen the rend. So I have a 4 up rerollable because oracular. So that's that. Is that both of them?
No, the other one gets to swing with the gun butt. Ah, you missed.
Okay. Can you stay?
They're going to run.
Because that's 8 of them, right?
Yep.
There's nobody at points.
You're just going to get all the points.
Yeah, that's going to make it hard for you to catch back up because this is battle round 3, so they're worth 3 points each. That's 9 points for me, bringing the score to 11-0.
End of the turn, so let's go over to KO, turn 3. Well, pretty simple. Hero phase, I get a good old command point.
You're up to 2.
And then, you know what? I'm just going to go all in this turn and see if I can kill you. No point really moving. Actually, you know what? Yeah, you guys are just going to kind of shuffle down this way a little bit, kind of get out of the way. These guys are coming over. That's this side moved on up. And that's this side moved on up. Let's try to bring the hurt. Start off by having the Skywardens here go ahead and put shots into your Manticore Lord. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. 2 wounding hits. -1 rend, but I think you ignore that.
I ignore that, and I'm going to remember it this time. 4 up rerollable. That's oracular visions. 1 gets through. How much damage?
Just 1.
So 6 up to ignore, thanks to the War Shrine. So he's down to 6.
All right, now my boss is going to unleash Heck upon him.
Heckfire?
Yeah, Heckfire. We got the Aether Cannon. Misses.
Wow.
That's so sad.
Cold as heck down here.
The Weapon Battery on 3s. Well, the Weapon Battery hits fairly well, even though it doesn't do that much. 3s to wound. We got 2 wounding hits there. -1, 1.
So I ignore the -1. 4 up. Okay, we're good.
The Gaze of Grungy.
Is this still the same guy firing?
Yep.
He's got 3 guns, eh?
We've got 3 different guns, yes. These are going to wound you on 2s.
Wouldn't be KO without a million guns, right?
It's true. He's like the epitome of everything I love about them. It's only -1. So you
ignore that. 4 up, rerollable. How much damage?
D3. For 1.
6 to ignore. Nope, you don't do it.
Let me kill him.
I'm trying, but I just roll my dice, man.
Let me kill him. Let's go the Argonaut Company here. Of course, I mean the Thunderers. So this
If
is
you want
the
to shoot
Deck
them as
Sweeper
Arcanauts, that's fine with me.
and the double barrel Aether Shot Rifle.
Oh, Josh. What is going on?
2 wounding hits.
Rend?
Does not good enough for anything.
Reroll. Not saved. How much damage?
1.
On a 6, I ignore it. Don't ignore it. He's down to 5.
Well, I got the one little grenade launcher to shoot at you. Mortar. It hits. I don't know if that wounds. No rend.
4 up. Okay.
Stop. Stop. Aether Cannon. Come on! That's the good one. I'm going to leave this depressing mess and go over here to this depressing mess. We're going to have the Sky Wardens go ahead and put all of their pistols and other various shots into that front unit of Chaos Warriors. The 2 big guns sitting on 4s, and then wounding on 3s.
There it is.
1 wounding hit.
Rend. -2, so 6 up. Rerollable. So how much damage?
3 damage.
Flat 3 damage, which I ignore on 6s. So 2 damage goes through, kills 1 of the warriors.
And then pistol shots. These are looking for 3s. Following up with 3s. 1 wounding hit.
4 up, or
-1 rend.
5 up. Rerollable. Nope, how much damage?
1.
6 up. Alright, that wounds 1.
Got him. Just going to combine the carbines off of both the ships. I'm shooting everything into them anyways.
Okay.
So 3s to hit with the carbines. And then these are going to be 4s to wound. All right. Shrapnel shot off of the cannon. Going to be 3 shots. Looking for 3s and 3s. They're going to hit. They're going to have 2 wounds. -1.
5 up. Rerollable.
2 damage apiece, sir.
6s to ignore. So it kills 2 more and injures 1.
And then we got the drill cannon shooting at him. It hits after a long roll, and it fails to wound. The ranging pistol.
From
2
the-
shots.
Is that the navigator?
The navigator, correct. 3s to hit. 3s to wound. I got 1 wounding hit. -1. 1.
5 up. Rerollable. Alright, we're good.
Well, let's just start charging. We're going to send the boss in. Mr. Bossman is going to go 8 inches.
Just remember, no matter what, my Demon Prince fights first.
Yeah, I'm not going to get close to him.
Okay.
Let's go Sky Wardens. Yeah!
Oh, yeah. There you go.
I mean, I don't want to send the Thunderers in, but I'm going to.
There might be 1 wound left that they have to do, right?
Roll snap.
Like, send us in.
Oh, that's all done. Let's go Sky Wardens up here!
It's a little hard to charge.
Ah!
Oh, that's a fail.
Well, charge is a charge, no matter which way you look at it. I'm getting caught in the terrain here. Let's send in this boat. Yeah, it makes its charge.
You made it. Congratulations. You can drop bombs on me, right?
2 up, I do D6 mortal wounds.
Oh,
That's with the ram.
okay, you did. Wow. Well, I ignore them on 5s.
Why are you like that? How? No! That's not even fair! It's not fair!
Sorry. Oh, how the turntables. Does he do the same thing?
No.
You have a ram too?
No.
Is it just one guy?
That's it's basically an artifact.
like a
almost,
mount.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like a mount trait.
Like a mount
for
trait,
lack of
okay.
a better explanation.
Can you drop bombs on me at the beginning of combat phase?
Yep. Both of them do it on 4 ups.
D3? Is that what it is?
2.
I ignore those on 5s because of my special shields. Okay, you kill 1.
And damage another.
No.
Oh, no, I thought there was a damaged one.
Yeah, but you killed him already.
Oh.
That was one of those wounds got through.
Oh, did one of those actually? Oh, I thought you made
yeah.
all 5 ups.
No, I made 5 out of 6.
Well, I guess that's average then. Let's start the combat over here.
Hold on.
Hit him with your
Hold on. I might want to use
what
command
do you
points.
mean, hold on?
I already
You
reroll
hold
saves. So, You know what? Let's go all out attack.
You know what? I'm gonna all out attack.
Oh, fine.
Whoa!
Yeah.
How many command points we got left?
One more.
Okay, cool.
Who's all out
Don't
attack?
ask me all these questions. I'm gonna all out attack on just my boss.
Actually, no, I'm not going to all out attack. I just realized I have a triumph to reroll all my hit rolls, so I'll just do that.
Well, aren't you just fancy?
That's assuming I survive what you're about to do.
Threes to hit. Yeah, you're gonna survive. You're fine.
I don't know, man. He's got 3 hits.
2's to wound. Only 2 wounding hits. See, you're good.
Rend?
2.
So 1 now. So 5 up. What was I thinking? Is that all he's got?
Almost said a naughty word. Yeah, that's all he's got.
All right, well, I'll go next. That was your leader, right?
Yep.
Okay, well, I'll use my triumph to reroll my hit rolls. Unless I make all my hit rolls, and then I will not have used my triumph. Because I technically don't have to say that until I fail a hit roll, but I'm going to use it. I'm just going to use it. You attack your Sky Wardens? Those are Sky Wardens, right?
Those are Sky Wardens. You are
Sorceress Reaping Staff, 3s to hit, rerolling. Ooh, see, I used my triumph. Didn't matter. 3s to wound. 1 wound at minus 1d3 damage. You saved it. Oh,
Yeah, go
Josh,
home.
you saved it. So, attacks the horn thing.
I only roll well if it means the game goes on
Yeah, it
for
just
long
drags,
in not a
right?
meaningful way.
3s to hit with the fangs. We hit all of them. You've injured me. You've taken 7 wounds off of me, so I'm wounding you on 3s now. Didn't matter. Oh, did I roll any 6s? I don't know. I may have rolled 6s to hit, which would have got more hits, but these are minus 1, 2 damage. All right, you're dead.
Yeah, they're gone.
Okay.
So it doesn't even matter if you rolled 6s.
Yeah, it didn't.
Nerd. I mean, chances are I'm not going to win this one, so let's try to get this Chaos Sorcerer Lord dead. All right. Stab him.
Should have
4s.
Arakidivisioned himself. But
Yeah, he didn't see this coming.
Get it?
3s to wound. Did you like what I did there?
Yeah, yeah.
These are minus 1
Okay, 2 get 3. How much damage?
D3.
All right, I take
Will
2
you
of them.
stop?
I take 2 of them. Is that all your attack?
I got 2 gun butts. I
Okay.
think these are 4s and 4s. I rolled double ones.
Did you not? How did you not kill him?
You rolled 6s and stuff?
I know, but just like
I also rolled kind of subpar.
got 3 wounds left. Fine. Well, I guess the warriors will go. We'll put as many as we can onto the one that I have more guys on, which will be, you know what? Let's go like that. So 4 onto this and 2 onto that one. The 4 hitting on 3s, no 6s. 3s to wound. 4 wounds, no rend, 1 damage. What do you got? A 4 up?
4 up.
Oh, that's embarrassing. And then the other 4, 3s to hit. We got a 6, so that's going to be 4 hits. 3s to wound. We got 2 more wounds, no rend. Whatever. Just got to do every little bit there.
I'm going to swing here with all the boarding weapons on both. 4s! What?
Oh, your dice have given up.
I know.
What about the navigator on board?
No, he doesn't attack.
Why not?
He hits you with the Zephyr Scope on 3s.
Get off my boat.
4s. Okay, see?
Yeah, what was I thinking? You got thunders.
Yeah, gonna give you a Tunderin. 4s! Gun butts! 4s! Oh, there's one.
Oh, I stopped it.
Drill bill. 1 attack. 4s. Yep. Stupid bird!
Yeah, that's
Everything
it for you,
bird-related
right?
doesn't work. Yeah, that's it.
Okay,
That's it.
I got a battle shock on them. I've lost 4 of them. I'm currently bravery 8. None of them run. I have all 3 objectives still. Wait, nope, yep, nope, yeah. You didn't get that one, right?
Yeah, I didn't.
Because you had to engage a demon prince to get on it.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
I already checked it.
So 0 points for you. So the end of battle round 3, the score is 11-0. And on my turn, all I have to do is retreat off of everything, and I get 12 more points. And even if you'd have to get them all both turns.
Which isn't good.
Wait, hold on. All of them both turns? Let's say you get them all the last turn. That's 15 points.
I think you're still far.
I'm at 20. Right, I'll be at 23. You'll get 15. So you need to get 8 points. You need to take 2 of them next turn, and then all of them the last turn. I don't think that's possible. You ready to give up?
Yeah, I'm tapping out.
Yeah, I think
That's
at this
when I
point-
think we've shown off the interesting stuff. I think we're gonna get ready for another game. But first of all, let's jump into a post game.
And before you watch the post-game show, don't forget we have another game for you guys in the MiniWarGaming Vault. Josh is going to be bringing his El Gigantes against Archeon and the host of Everchosen, Slaves of Darkness. It's going to be a very low model count in the next one. Big monsters fighting big monsters. See how we can do that. You can, of course, click the link below to go watch that now. If you're not a Vault member, that's okay. Click the link and you can get a free 7-day trial, get instant access to that battle report and thousands of other videos, and help support us in making more of the content that you hopefully love. Enjoy the post-game show. Welcome to the post-game show. Slaves of Darkness, Slaanesh to spoilers against your Kharadron Overlords. You know, big disclaimer right before we start. Neither of us are bringing super optimized lists. Now, having said that, I definitely tried to optimize my list, but within the constraints. It's like, and this is going to sound really bad, the example I was about to give, but I'm still going to give it. It's like when I play against my kids, I want to be able to try to win, but I know that I'm going to be able to beat them in most games unless it's a total game of luck, right? And so what I do to have fun, so I can still play to win, is I put constraints on myself. I'll be like, I know I have to follow these internal rules and I have to beat them that way. And so it's funny because the Slaanesh, making them Slaanesh feels like one of those kind of things. It's like, okay, this is definitely playing down. Now how do I play the best I can within these constraints? That wasn't because I was going to play Josh. It's because I like going through all the different things that they can do. Now, thankfully, Josh was a good sport and didn't bring a super optimized Kharadron Overlord.
I was going to say,
you kind of did the same
example
thing.
that you gave, I think I do that in 95% of my games. Because I have the most fun that way.
Well, and I think that's the best way to explain it, because I like to do that a lot, because I pick a theme and then I optimize within the theme. I don't pick a theme and then be like, well, I don't want to do something good. It's like, no, I got to optimize in it. And another constraint is something might be better. For example, I think another squad of 40 Marauders would have been better. Although having seen this now, I'm not so sure, because I was able to alpha strike, kill the important thing, and then use the very, very hardy Chaos Warriors to then hold off the rest.
Right.
Now, mind you, I just got lucky with where the objectives got put. Look at the table. They dropped exactly where I wanted them to. And so, if they had come over here, what if all 3 objectives came over there? I wouldn't have stood a chance. You would have just done your whole jump over there and then held me off. And so it comes down to these scenarios as well. So much, we could just re-rack and play again and have a totally different game. Dice rolls will change it, where the objectives end up change it, if you had screened your
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason for me not to, but I'm like, whatever, I'm going to be bold.
Yeah.
And you know what? It means that I lost with the KO, so I can still keep playing the KO.
That's right, people can get off your back. It's like, stop bringing dirty lists. It's like, I played against Slaves of Darkness, Slaanesh.
The worst part is that there's many opportunities where like you said, where the objectives were dropping, or if I had a couple good spikes on my shooting, where it's like, I could still demolish them with 700 points down.
Yeah, well, and it's a comedy of fates, because we rolled for the Realm, and we got Realm of Shadow.
Right.
And that allowed me to teleport my Chaos Lord up, whereas normally I'd teleport the Marauders up, and I would have actually not. My original plan, when the Marauders were all right here, was to teleport them to here, and then just hold. And I had Chaos Warriors right here who would come up and hold this pass. I had Chaos Warriors up here who would have come up and hold this area, because just like you see them doing right now. And then the Marauders would be right here, and then all my guys would come up and kind of block you from coming in the back. But when I realized I could do, because I want the Marauders to have hero support, both for the Aura of Slaanesh to give them the 6s for 2 hits, and also because the Chaos Lord has that awesome command ability that lets them fight twice. And so being able to teleport him forward and then use the on me Realm of Shadow, this is why I love using the realms, because there's always some little thing that can change. Like, you play the Realm of Metal and it's like, you have an access to a spell that's +1 to save. All of a sudden it's like, it can toss so much balance out the window, because you get these things that normally you couldn't do. And I didn't even realize I could do that combo until I was about to go and teleport. I'm like, wait, teleport him, teleport them.
I really hadn't thought about it, because I'm like, in my mind, I'm going you can do a ton of damage, but the boat will hold. The boat will take some damage.
It would have.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is that it wasn't a complete oversight. What I didn't take into account was the realm, because I was willing to have the boat take a bunch of damage and probably, not die. It should live, and that means that I'm going to trade up. I'm going to get a wounded boat, but who cares? I'm going to kill that big squad of Marauders. And then the boat's free to just float around. And the fact that the boat heals every turn, and that the Endred Master can heal at every turn. I'm like, cool. It's going to take me 2 turns to get back to the bracket I need to be.
Yeah.
And Matt will have all of his Marauders dead, and I get to laugh at him and make fun of him. And
then just jump around the table, picking off the rest of my army. And it's true. And once I lost some Marauders, I actually thought, I don't know what I'm going to do now. But then you just couldn't hit hard enough. You kept rolling poorly.
Yep.
And combined with some good rolling on my end of my saves, and also just resilience. A 4 after roll will save, ignoring a rend. It's hard to punch through that. And then just where the objectives drop down. And so, yeah, that's just it. As you analyze a game, especially a dice game, you have to kind of accept the fact that the dice play a huge factor, which is why we love these games, right? It creates moments that are not expected, like where the objectives dropped. Or the fact that in order for that Marauder attack to work, I had to give them the spell to reroll hits and wounds, because that played in a big part
That
of
was
it.
huge, yeah, if you didn't have that.
Yeah, the Oracular Visions was automatic, giving them the reroll saves. And then I had to make the spell to teleport them. That's a 6 to roll and a 7 to roll. I have no help there. I'm not playing the Kabbalist where I could do a ritual and then get +1 through 3 on that and be like, oh, how do you fail that? And this is so sure. A 6 and a 7? If I told you in order for your plan to work, you had to roll a 6 and a 7 on 2 dice, you'd be nervous, right? That's like hitting on a 4, winning on it's almost equivalent to hitting on a 4, winning on a 3, essentially.
And ironically, yeah, with my plan, I would have been fine if you didn't make any of those. Like, if any of those things didn't happen.
Fail to teleport, fail to reroll hits and wounds. And so the rest of it was command points, like the command point to teleport them forward, because I teleported the Chaos Lord forward, and it's a command point to teleport them forward. It's a command point to make them fight twice. They have the built-in extra rend and extra to hit. And then the 6s, and also just the 6s I roll, and the Aura of Slaanesh, having that Lord there, just like a double whammy. I didn't need the Lord for that, because the Chaos Demon Prince, the Slaanesh Demon Prince got up far enough to extend its 18-inch Aura, which is really cool. So interesting combos that kind of worked out for me right here. And that did enough damage to put you on the defense the rest of the game, and where the objectives came in, kind of nail in the coffin.
Sealed the deal.
Yeah. How did you like your War Scroll Battalion?
That's neat, but I mean, like, unfortunately, it goes back to the way that I like to play. It just the escort wing. It's just better.
I know.
It's kind of tragic.
Did you like it though, at least? Because I'm taking War Scroll Battalions, like I'm going through each of them, and like my War Scroll Battalion is if you kill a guy, I get to pile in an extra 3 inches.
It was okay. So I guess for me, not really. Like, it didn't really. I wasn't able to put as many units into it to reduce my drop so I could go first, which is a big thing for KO.
Right.
And then the other big thing is like the extra movement, a little bit of benefit, but usually you want to go ahead and take the War Scroll Battalion so you can get a second artifact. But again, I took an artifact to kind of goof off a bit with and try something different.
It was an interesting list, at least.
Yeah, no, it
was nice that there was some variety to it. It wasn't just like, here's the obvious thing to do.
Oh, for sure. And my list isn't the go-to meta list. It's just the one that I can kind of play the best. So that works out well. Well, any closing thoughts for everybody?
Thanks for watching and supporting us.
Happy wargaming.